As a nation, there's been a dramatic increase in the social awareness of environmental sustainability. We've seen that with electric vehicles, wind, solar. Now we're starting to see that transition into our customer base, where corporations are using that as corporate governance, and as they move forward with their sustainability programs. Not only are we having these conversations with our C-suite collaborators, but we're also seeing an increase in those conversations happening with the folks in logistics and supply chain. Outside of the manufacturing of some products, I think it can be argued that transportation and logistics makes up a large amount of the CO2 emissions that happen in the world. The SBTI, which is the Science-Based Target Initiative, has stated that a full 25% of all global emissions are caused by transportation, and of that 25%, 75% or 3/4 is caused by land transportation. With that said, many of those organizations are looking to their supply chain to find ways to reduce their carbon emissions corporately. It's our job at TechTrans to work with those folks and help them come up with those solutions. So in working with our customers to identify areas where we can affect sustainability and carbon emissions, one of the areas we've found is moving away from single shipment transport. And what that means is, in a lot of cases, a single shipment will be moved on an EUV, which is an exclusive use vehicle, or a hotshot, from origin directly to destination. There are a number of reasons that an EUV or hotshot might need to be used. One of them is speed of transport, how fast it can get from origin to destination because of its need at that destination. Another could be its value. It's a very high valued piece of equipment. It's very sensitive or can be easily damaged. Or it needs to be temperature controlled, not necessarily frozen, but kept between a low temperature and a high temperature for the safety of the piece of equipment. In those examples, the downside is it's estimated that transportation emits 161.8 grams of carbon per ton mile if that shipment is the only shipment on a trailer or a truck. That shipment is ultimately responsible for the entirety of the carbon emission. One of the ways that we are combating that is looking at shared truckloads at scale. And what that means is, rather than moving one product on a tractor trailer or a hotshot truck from origin to destination, we're able to take multiple shipments, all shipping from the same area, that are all destined to the same area, and put them on the same truck and move them at the same time. Utilizing the shared truckload model can achieve expedited transportation by taking shipments from a similar origin, moving them directly to a similar destination. This avoids having to utilize the traditional hub and spoke models that the mixed-use LTL carriers use, which slows down transportation on those shipments. If the concern is the sensitivity or the value of a product, that can be achieved using the shared truckload model as well, by floor loading that product in the trailer, securing it in that trailer, and moving it directly to destination. You avoid the handling, again, in the traditional hub and spoke model that mixed-use LTL carriers use. So by combining multiple shipments in the shared truckload model, expedited and safe transportation can be achieved while reducing CO2 responsibility. So many of our customers have programs where they're replacing or removing product from a customer facility. This could be for a number of issues. One is it's broken or needs repair. The other is it's an end-of-life product that needs to be removed in a program nationwide. It could also be from a sales promotion. So typically in these scenarios, these products are removed and then returned back to the customer's facility or maybe to a centralized recycle center that they have a contract with. In both those examples, there's a transportation, not only cost, but CO2 emissions that occur in moving those products to their destination for either recycle or disposal. So at TechTrans, we set out to create a nationwide recycling network. By creating this network of responsible and qualified recycle centers, we've eliminated virtually all return transportation requirements. By utilizing this network of local recyclers, over the course of a year, there's a substantial reduction in CO2 emissions. A recent case study of utilizing the local recycle program, we have a customer that annually asks us to remove units that are end of life from their customer facility and transport them back to their distribution center for disposal at a later date. And by implementing the local recycling program, it eliminated 15 million ton miles and 2,500 metric tons of CO2 with this program. So when taken by the supply chain group to their ESG team, made a big difference. The other thing, by recycling these locally and not transporting them all the way back to their distribution center, there was an enormous cost savings as well. So it's a win on multiple levels. At TechTrans, we continue to strive to work with our customers to find ways to make improvements in environmental sustainability with their ESG programs, not only to lower their costs and improve their bottom line, but to do things that are good for us globally.